check it out. Hey again, everybody. Had another request out there for the song Eternal Triangle, and it's just rhythm changes, except for the bridge, which is kind of a variation on the rhythm changes. And I don't really know this song, and after playing it once or twice, I think a good approach to it is with the left hand to play sevenths and thirds, okay, like this. So there's B flat major seventh, G minor seventh, C minor, and F7. And so I'll play a little bit that way. And I think in this video what I'm going to cover is just some suggestions on how to approach rhythm changes. One, get J.B. Abersold's book. Help Jamie earn a few pennies, and go order from his website the book here. And it's got I've Got Rhythm in all 12 keys, and there's some, they're pretty medium tempo. I think there is one really fast one in there. And rhythm changes are hard because the chords come quickly, and there are some, you can simplify it in your mind by not trying to, nail every single chord, but there's some kind of ways to simplify it. And really, like I say, get this book because the first 30-some pages are more than that even. Yeah, it's like the first 40 pages practically talk about and show you how to approach rhythm changes. And you start with the basic changes and some of the rhythms that are involved. And what else does he cover here? Some of the common little lines here, some reharmonization, how to use the blues scale in there, how to use pentatonic scales in there, how to use the diminished scale in the rhythm changes, and all the turnarounds. A lot of what rhythm changes are is just turnarounds. Some practice procedures. Man, it just goes on. And then all these different, this is great, all these different variations on the chords. Now, most of them just differ by one or two chords here as he works down. But check this out. Eternal Triangle Bridge is number 5 up here. Made a special note of that one. So, and bebop scales, and all the, it's got 61 songs here that use or are based on rhythm changes. And anything else, got the old scale syllabus here. And some here from piano players. He's got 2-note voicings that you could use. Bum, 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 stuff like that. Then on to 3-note voicings. Then some 4-note voicings using the diminished chord. Yeah, I mean, hell, I should study those myself. I mean, this book will get you there. If you have the basic skills going in. Another great book, too, I just like to recommend is Elements of Jazz Language, Jerry Coker. I hear a lot about this, what is that riff? How does it go? Is that it? All right. Well, before that riff was the lick, I guess, before it was famous, we had some other ones. We had the bebop lick and the Cry Me a River lick. Riff, Gone But Not Forgotten. All right, these are like little parts of songs that seem to make their way into just about everybody's solo at one time or another. 2 great books right here, and you cannot really learn to play jazz just with books, but they do help. All right, let's take a look at Eternal Triangle here before I use up all my time. Like I said, I'm going to use mostly sevenths and thirds, so let's see how this hair melody goes. I had a bigger chart. Where's my bigger chart? All right, we'll do it kind of slow since I don't know it. Okay, so that is kind of the A section twice there. And usually the A section is pretty much identical both times, except for the ending. One time it'll do like a 3, 6, 2, 5, and the second time it's usually a 3, 6, 2, 5, 1 to get you to the 1 chord. Okay, and typically the bridge will go to the 3 chord, hang out there for 2 measures, follow the cycle of fifths. And that gets you back to the last A section. Let's look at the bridge, because that's the part that's different in this song. So from B flat, we go basically a tritone away to E7. However, it's preceded by its 2, something that you do all the time in these bridges. So we're just going to go up. It's really easy to remember because you're in B flat. You just go up a half step. All right, it looks like it's got the 11 on top, and then the 13 on the E7 chord. Okay, and all you're going to basically do is do this stuff chromatically. And then you go faster. And the melody is a little more complex, so why don't we do the actual melody? So. All right, let me try that again. And, that's kind of an odd way to get back to B flat. But let me talk about that for a second. There are 4 ways to get to B flat. You can go a 2-5-1. And here I'm just going to use guide tones up here, bass notes here. Or you can use the tritone substitution. Now, think about that tritone substitution. What can precede it? An F sharp minor. So F sharp to B. And that's what this song does. They call it G flat minor, and that's probably better. G flat, C flat to B. And the other way would be, all right, the tritone substitution of the tritone substitution is F7, of course, back to there. So 4 different ways to get to B flat, and that's why this way works. So how to improvise over that? Well, the easiest way, every 2-5 kind of points to the 1 chord. So when you do B minor, the first one, B minor to E7, A major, a 2-5-1 would go to A. So you just think A major scale. And then you just go down a half a step, think A flat major scale while you do the 2-5 in A flat. And then down another half step. Now let's see what else we could do with that. Suppose we were playing Rootless Voicings. All right. And, you could put some nice extensions on those. Put that sharp 11th in. Again, and then you could put a lot of them in here. What's the last one? Okay, bridge. This is why you should practice your stuff through the cycle, because when you get to songs like this, I played this great sharp 11 chord on every single one of them because I knew the chord. See, I've practiced stuff like this, even though I've never really played this song before. But I like it. I'm going to use this as my practice warm-up for rhythm changes from now on. And another thing you want to do, too, is when you're working on rhythm changes is to really just practice the chords, practice comping, because if you go to a jam session, you're going to be comping for 98% of the time. So having some good chords, 1, 6, 2, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. And, I don't want to make this video too long because there's all kinds of ways to get through this part. You can go... Start on B flat, come up like the blues, like a turnaround, and then there's the B flat, then the 6, 2, 5. What else can you do? You can go F minor, B flat 7, E flat 7 to A flat 7. All right, and then jump to your 3, 6, 2, 5. And could you use negative harmony in this? I bet you could. A little bit of negative harmony here. Yeah, and that last little change in the bridge where it goes like that, that's you can use that in the blues too. If you're in B flat, I'll use it to get to E flat. See, like that, and I'm going to use it to get back to B flat too. Was that it? No. So blues. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you all again soon.